Can you, when you talk about a criminal referral, who are you talking about? Hunter Biden? Who specifically are you talking about?
Sure. Hunter Biden, his business partners, the people who are engaged in this. I haven't seen the sealed documents, but I am pretty confident in saying that one of the reasons the original plea deal fell through is because of projected immunity for FARA violations. And I think it's clear that they were taking money from foreign agents trying to influence American policy without registering as foreign lobbyists.
Well, and again, nothing has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt at this point, but just very quickly, so it would end at Hunter Biden. You're not planning any criminal
Hunter Biden, and his business associates, all of that. I'm not saying that's where it ends. Right. I'm saying that's where the evidence that we have now, I think, shows pretty clearly.
Okay, I want to move on to talking about some money matters now. You're a member of the Republican Study Committee. Let's talk about the budget proposal. It was unveiled today. It includes raising the retirement age for younger Americans from retirement. Is this something that you support, and do you have a number? What do you think the retirement age should be, and do you back this budget?
I know it came out this morning. I haven't seen it, but I think this is one of my frustrations when we end up in all of these spending fights. We don't talk about mandatory spending. We don't talk about the health of Social Security. We don't talk about the health of Medicare. We don't talk about the health of Medicaid. We don't talk about those things. And some of those are entitlements. Social Security obviously is not. When you pay into it, you get it back. But as somebody who has a 16-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old son, if we don't figure out ways in which to deal with these programs in the future, then we're going to have real structural problems, and the benefits will be cut for everybody. So I always appreciate it when people are willing to do it. I know the political ramifications of that stuff coming through, but even in all the spending fights we've had over the last 8 months, until you start talking about mandatory spending, we are not really getting into the issue of the $34 trillion in debt.
Congressman, Donald Trump, the Republican presumptive nominee, has been murky on the details of this. On CNBC, he said there's a lot to do on entitlements. He later said he would not touch Social Security or Medicare. Do you think he needs to clarify his position? Should people know exactly where he stands and what he wants to do on entitlements?
No, and I think the appropriate place to start this is you're not going to touch it for anybody who's currently on it, close to the age of retirement, and that is really, really needing those things now. But if you want to look to the long-term health and viability of those programs, one of the reasons Social Security has structural problems is a great reason. We're living longer, healthier lives. But with that, and we have changing demographics in the workforce and all of those things, the problem is it's a 20-year problem in 2-year election cycles. So I understand it. I think President Trump actually agrees with the vast majority of the American people who are currently on or near the age of Social Security or Medicare. And I don't disagree with that either. But I think having reasonable, responsible conversations about what those programs look like 20, 25, 30 years from now is something that we actually got elected to do, and we shouldn't hide from it.
Speaker Johnson has a plan to keep the government open. Will you support his plan? Will you be voting to keep the government open?
We got it at 3 a.m. last night. I was very, very critical of Speaker Pelosi when we got jammed. 1,000-page bills dropped on us and asked to vote with them in 24 hours. I can tell you, if I don't have time to get through all of this, it's going to be really difficult. I'd feel pretty hypocritical voting for it without reading it when I was so critical of it last time. So we're going to try to do everything we can to get through it in my office here and move forward. But this is not the way to do this. I understand Speaker Johnson's been put in a bad spot. It's the toughest job in politics, but really, really asking members to vote on 70% of government funding within getting the legislation in less than 24 hours is just, it's not the way to run government. So you're not a yes yet, but you're not a no. That's what I hear. Yeah, there's some things in there as studying it, I've already liked. They've plussed up obviously military pay, something near and dear to my heart. Federal public defenders got a bump, which they desperately need to administer justice. But there's also tons of things in there that you don't like, which is always the case in these omnibuses. So it always ends up being a weighing of the totality, and you can't weigh the totality until you've read the bill. All right. Congressman Kelly Armstrong, I really appreciate your perspective. We'll stay tuned and see what happens. Y'all have until Friday to get this done. I really appreciate your perspective. Thank you.